I just took an edible, so you know what that means. Let's watch Bongwater on the big Sleepover Moviecast. Hit it. There should be some music playing here. I don't have a theme song. So Bongwater, 1998 American black comedy. We like those. Directed by someone named Richard Sears, who has no further link on Wikipedia. So I'm not going to follow up on that. And starring a who's who of mid-90s to late 90s actors. Luke Wilson, Alicia Witt, see previous episode, Urban Legend, Amy Locane, the beautiful Brittany Murphy, R.I.P., Jack Black and Kyle Gass, but Jack Black for sure has a bigger role in this, Andy Dick, Jeremy Sisto, Jamie Kennedy, Scott Kahn, and Eric Mabius, who is in a film. His film debut is something we will cover on this movie cast and one of my favorites of the indie movie scenes. So this is an adaptation of Michael Hornberg's 1995 novel of the same name, based on his experience living in Portland. The Serena character in the film, played by Alicia, is originally named Courtney in the novel and is based on Courtney Love, whom Hornberg knew in Portland. Interesting. Well, I wonder if this film's going to get dark. I think not. The film was shot on location in Portland for a budget of $1 million. No idea what the box office was. Probably didn't even recoup that. It was released in 1998 and mostly negative reviews. Just another entry in a growing field of youth ensemble films. Yep, we're watching a lot of those, aren't we? The drug-laden trip is more reality bites than Up in Smoke, no chemistry, and bong-inhaling, bed-hopping lives of indolent characters. Thank you, Wikipedia, for all these quotes. Well, you know, that doesn't sound that horrible. This film, I had to buy it on regular DVD, although the transfer looked pretty good. I was scanning through it. There is no Blu-ray version. The streaming versions you can find to stream for free look awful, like legitimately terrible. So I suggest you hunt down a DVD copy if you want to see this. I don't remember seeing this at the time. Certainly I was not smoking weed in 1998, but this kind of comedy would have been something I would have liked to see. But don't remember it. I vaguely wonder if I've seen it since. So there's a chance it was on Netflix early on or something, or even on cable or HBO when I finally got HBO at some point way back, 20 years ago. And maybe I saw it then, but honestly, I don't remember it, so I'm eager to find out. Well, let's go ahead and dive on in together. 3, 2, 1, go. First Look Pictures logo. Not even logo, just big word should appear. Gin Lane Films, as well as some cacophony. Domestic dispute in Portland, Oregon. Handsome Luke Wilson exits. Great 90s fashion. Gets in his 420 Beetle. Love it. Big redhead Alicia Witt. Alternative soundtrack, Jägermeister. We got all the hits here, don't we? Ooh, that ain't good. Bongs don't just light things on fire. You would have had to have done that specifically yourself. I guess there's a chance an ember in a bowl could come out, but nah. I mean, she did that on purpose. Scott Kahn. Is this the first Scott Kahn? Won't be the last, obviously, but damn, not bad for midday strip clubs. Also, this is setting a good tone. This is more adult than I thought it might be. The fire makes it seem a little more serious. Oh, look at that. Mark Mothersbaugh did the music composition. Yeah, and again, not bad for midday stripping, but you know. No real acrobatics though. Just kind of her writhing about with her implants. Mark Mothersbaugh. Well, we've seen him on quite a few films now, haven't we? I wonder if Courtney Love was consulted on this. She would have been quite popular around this era with Hole and post suicide or murder, whatever side of the conspiracy you're on, of Cobain. Lots of good hipster looks here. What what was your stuff though? Oh, it was art. Okay. Well, yeah, that fucking sucks, man. I feel you. That's why you back things up digitally as much as you can. It's kind of weird clicking on the soundtrack. I don't know if that's just my setup here. Ugh, change that Bongwater, bro. Unless you're one of these psychos that smokes weed out of like cranberry juice. One time, one of my lacrosse mates brought me up to his dorm room to get high, and he's like, dude, we're going to smoke out of Sprite. And, you know, I could really tell him no, I didn't have any other weed. So we smoked a bong in his dorm room out of Sprite. And it worked. It was rather nasty, though. Code words. Damn. The Wilson brothers. So we can talk about them a little bit. Very popular starting in the 90s and then carrying on after. Brought to fame by Wes Anderson and their collaborations with him, particularly Owen Wilson, who wrote some of those movies. Yeah, you didn't know Owen was the writer, right? Luke is just the face. I'm a big fan, honestly, of a lot of their oeuvre, and I will watch some Wes Anderson stuff here on the movie cast as well. Watching Sabado Gigante. Honestly, the transfer on this DVD isn't bad. You can't see too much distortion, and partially because I guess it's full screen, but I think the movie is full screen. I've only seen it that way. If you go on Amazon, they stretch it and it looks awful. That over the sheets, clothes on, sleep. I guess it's probably always pretty cool in Portland. Ass wipe. Yep, classic Andy Dick. Well, that worked. Why didn't she do that before then? Now she's coherent. She's clearly on heroin or something else, you know. Although heroin, you don't just slap yourself awake and become giddy. Are they dating? I guess. Or just really comfortable with each other. I'm talking about Andy Dick. So this woman's just invited to stay in here. Close the fucking door. You gonna apologize for that ass wipe comment? Also, shut the door. Good answer. Mm-hmm. Big redhead flag here. How often is she going to say his name? Now, why is it when addressing people named David, people like to say that name over and over again? Well done. After all that weed, she's right. Oh my God. She just make food out of garbage? Because everything was rotten. Or did they get takeout? Was it just noodles or? Glad she's down with his bohemian lifestyle. Straight into bed. Well, why not? Ugh, foot play. Or better, bang. Oh, great. He's constantly smoking J's, though. At a certain point, even with a high tolerance, you're going to get fucked up. I don't actually, the older I've gotten, I don't enjoy really stoned conversations with people anymore. Primarily because I don't enjoy conversations with people much anymore. That said, if you'd like to audition to be my co-host on the Moviecast, I could really use an outside voice, but we'll keep it straight about the movie. No pleasantries, no small talk. We just get in, we make jokes, we crack wise, we have insights. No fighting though. We got to keep it peaceful here, and make room for each other to speak, which isn't a problem because I leave long gaps. And yeah, have a take, don't suck. And that poster on the wall is who? Yeah, just move on in. That's the Oregon Dirty Kids vibe. Making a lot of eye contact. Look at that nice handwriting, though. She's kind of jacked, didn't she? Again, like her vibe, like a big, strong redhead. I thought he lost all his albums. Maybe that's the other guys, but it'd be a lot to replace in a short amount of time. He has an interesting style, doesn't he? Ghoulish, cartoony. All portraits as well, it seems. And she believes in space people, so there's that. Wonder if Luke Wilson still has that cutout up there. Of course she thinks that. She's really sucking his D platonically. Look at his effortless hitting on women. Classic peak Luke. Is he painting on cardboard? He is just painting pornography. Wow. I guess she did spend the night with him. She's going to manage him now. Is David even open to this idea? Nice. Oh, she has a pug too. Yes. Oh, yes. Ooh, I would wrestle him. Good boy. Yeah. Let him in. Why are you scared of it? Pick him up. B. Murphy. Stay tuned for pretty much all of her films. Why is that music playing? It's short skirts and strappy footwear. It probably stinks by the end of the day. Ugh, you feet people, man. Nice picture of a man with the sheep. He cut himself off. She didn't cut him off. Classic acting problem. Damn. So here we have the manic part of the Manic Pixie. And yeah, the darkness has eluded this film very quickly. Yeah, too many red flags. Be glad you're not fucking this girl. You had a pretty chill life, dude. If anything, you need to get to know the girl with the pug. She's the one with all the connections anyway. Oh, look at those little one-hitters. This could be a movie you could do the smoking game too, although you'd be fucking ripped by now. Yeah. Wow. Is the milk bottle for the doggy? And look at that, smoking inside, still in Portland. Gotta love jazz, you know? Even just this little jazz overstaying. Okay. Jesus. Well, here's the look into the scary side of Brittany Murphy too, huh? Now remember, Redhead is based on Courtney Love. Had to get a Starbucks in there. She's jealous instantly. It's terrible. Yeah, how many hair styles is she going to wear in 5 minutes in this film? Mm-hmm. Bumped your glass. Get it, Andy. Andy D has the right move here. How old are all these people? Dick's in his 30s here, looking like it. No actual kissing. Yeah, look at her athletic body. She must jazzercise day and night. Yeah, right move. Go with B. Murphy. That's my nickname. She's got that pilled out vibe to her. Look how opaque her wine glass is from rubbing it, wiping her lips on it. She drools a little bit. I don't know what to do with my hands. Wow. Already pulling the big girlfriend attack card. Mm. Fuck you. What did David do? I mean, the editing here is just crazy. Like, why would she care? Lucky David to have all these hot women throwing themselves at him, though. What does this bitch do to afford these clothes and hairstyles? Oh, God. Jamie Kennedy. I'm still waiting for JB and Tenacious D to show up here because I need some real music. She's into this. Ugh. Way to make yourself more annoying than he is. That's that eye confidence of a hot person. So this is just a jealousy move, I guess. Mm, okay. Okay. Satan. 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 Sounds like Satan. I don't know what side I'm supposed to be on. I hate all these people. I'm kind of on David's side. He seems like the more innocent one. And I guess the woman he drove out was not Alicia Witt. So the woman we saw leave. It's cool that he can just wander around with his bong, man. Makes me jealous. Living in a non-weed friendly place. Especially at his age, being young. I believe that Courtney Love said shit like this and also was as irrational. So they just have a will she, will he won't he type thing here. I don't. Is he not into B. Murphy after all? She needs to blink. And what? Why does she consider herself a muse? Yeah, get the fuck out of there. What? Is this the party? Like, where is this? Is this the art venue? She just lives with him, or are they just hanging out? Like, what's going down? Is this her way of being flirty? They're right. There is no chemistry here. But then again, Alicia, I don't think she could have chemistry with anyone. If that's her idea of flirting. How much of this $1 million went to styling her? Third nail polish, fifth hairdo. At least they saved money on him. Yeah, her salient points here are less salient than the script and or she's trying to convey. Yeah, so she's just been living with him in a weird. Paid rent, exactly. I've known you 2 days. Exactly. Motherfucking Catalina, baby. What beer is that? Full Sail? Okay. Having those IPAs in your fucking movie? It's true. If you can't roll them, you can't roll them. Oh, he's butchering it, dude. You gotta treat it like tissue paper. It's gotta be very soft. So you can't touch it too long. You can't lick it too much. Just kind of pull it taut. Wrap it up, not too tight. And you must have a filter in it. Otherwise, it's a piece of shit. Ugh. Yeah, I prefer this to be more of a straight up pot comedy like this. Classic Dick. I mean, as realistic as this is incredibly boring as a movie, though. And what's his relationship with her, by the way? Jesus, what a rip. Yeah, he didn't take that, or if he did, he would have died. What an odd way to write David. I don't know why is he writing it. Is she going to come back, he thinks? I guess she hasn't moved out just yet. Can't you see how jacked she is, bro? Bigger than you, too? He loves her already. I mean, it's fine, I guess. Romance knows no bounds when you cross paths, but what is he eating? Cake? He did call. Yummy fur. Okay, so the underground Portland comics thing, that must be, I'm guessing that's what this is in reference to. People like Matt Groening, right? See, all this could be like one scene. Why didn't you deliver that? Like a dick. Yeah, you fucking asshole. If you want to freak out, Jesus, I don't know, man. Okay, so okay, wow. So we had a time jump. So it is her, and she burned down his house. Okay. So I didn't pick up on that just now, but okay, okay. Weird choice, directorially. Thought that was her red ass walking out like that. They're just gonna cough and breathe in that smolder. So the assumption is she's an arson, though. So I think you could maybe file a police report against her. Luckily, weed burns up. How progressive of him to have two gay best friends. The chill Texan. Either the rear view mirror was taken off, which is probably more likely because the button's still there, but this is their Tarantino moment of hyper combo. Mm. All right. This is a good scene. Five nine. She's only 5'9". So how small are all these dudes? She's sleeping in full clothing. Yep. That's why you don't fuck around with psychos like that. Uh-oh. It's a way to get yourself killed with unstable people. It's kind of a abusive, verbally abusive in a way, to physically abusive. She also threw a bottle in what's his name's house. Yeah, see, God, she's frightening. You really want to mess with her? That was lackluster. Nice tape on the floor for marks. Is that what that was that we just easily saw there? Uncomfortable looking shoes. And what does she do to pay for her jackets, leather jackets, and Jesus, you're just gonna do that? Spiky hair. Yeah, just carving up a table in front of the person. Slide right in there. So she's just a groupie follower, kind of. Scott Kahn's being more polite than I thought he would be. Yeah, throw it out there. She's a towering behemoth compared to him. .311. Still going today. Damn. Don't do it. Oh, don't break the instruments, man. Look like a nice one. Yeah. I live in the sewer with a giant rat and 4 teenaged mutant ninja turtles named after Renaissance painters. He lives underneath. I'm homeless. He does live in the sewer. Doesn't it flood in there? Yeah. I mean, she doesn't have a good track record. She did sleep with a stranger, Luke Wilson. Is this genuine or not? Loving or not, that's an uncomfortable way to fall asleep. Although they've had about 14 beers between them, so possibly more. Tends to make you a little drowsy. Cardboard is his dharma. Interesting. Good. Good for you, David. She's going mushroom hunting. Good for you, Portland, to bring that in. I know that's y'all's favorites. No gloves. Yeah. Those cows are big and aggressive. You need to be careful. Damn, I found a shit ton already. Literally. Ha 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 ha. Are they high already? Mm. I do buy their chemistry though. Rolling in the shit. Boho 70s vibe. Late 60s, 70s she's rocking. I don't have any money and I'm in New York. I need to stop following crazy men. She doesn't have any other family. God, look at that stride on that beast. Central Park is chill. It's not covered in goose shit. You want me to fly across the country to come to this party? But I guess she has no job either. Wow. He says holding a carrot. It's a utility belt of paraphernalia. I mean, some of the surreal vibes of this would work better, I think, in a more straightforward pot comedy. Which is not a lie. Yeah, this business trip. Damn. So she just got cash. Family cash must be. Cute and bubbly, but kind of effortlessly, breathily sexy too. Yeah, way better in her delivery than Big Red. What's the point of taking a cab if you're then going to start walking more? I guess just to get her downtown or whatever. I don't, yeah, she's supposed to be desperate and a thief, yet her face can't convey that, so she just does her wide-eyed stare. So she's just been stealing fruit. Jesus. They wear the same size. I'm desperate to cling back to something. Mm-mm-mm. Going camping with Brittany Murphy would have been a top 10 dream for me. Uh, ugh. Nice. Nice. It's really not that bad once you kind of get over the fear of shitting on your shoes. Oh, hell yeah. Here we go. A bushwhacker. Little John. They're going to let her shit? Does she not even walk away from him? Nice. Hell yeah. There you go. Classic Jack. Nice extended song here about mushrooms and shit and nature. Look at the way she's sitting. I love it. I love her nervous energy. Oh, doing that Sid now. Okay, so we're getting the extra druggy vibes going. Mm. I would love to come across Jack Black in the middle of the woods. Now, Jack had a different kind of drug problem. I believe he was into the cocaine. He does have a story about doing heroin once, right? If I recall correctly, he thought he was going to die. Mm. So she left him for Jack Black, even though he wasn't really that into her, and he talked all the time about the redhead. So how does any of this make, any sense? Again, can't really pity him. Just kind of along for the ride. So they took acid and literally nothing happened. It's kind of a letdown too. It was your chance to do some crazy scenes, have a campfire, have a confrontation. Here you go. Classic Tenacious D song. You can see live clips of this. It's amazing that his band was the darling of like the Hollywood scene, and he was acting in A-list movies. Damn. Uh, Jesus. Now this scene, his mom's also in jacked shape, isn't she? Um, the scene is going to do what for us? Very Lord of the Rings. And what are they stumbling upon? Jesus. I don't know. Brittany Murphy's energy is scaring me now. Eh, not Scrabble. What kind of acting is that? Like, he's supposed to be understated? Drawing. Eh, ugh. Wearing high heels. Look at very, very weird costume choice all the way around, but also just kind of boring. Like, once again, certain potential. We have a good set. We've got semi decent characters. We've got, this melange of actors, but they're not making anything happen. Another hairdo for her. She really is a bad actor, though. I don't know who she's trying to be with this character. Yeah, you're a homeless, jobless biatch. You should be happy you're there. Ride that body while you can, right? Bean bags. Again, surprised by the fidelity of this Blu-ray rip. It's definitely been smoothed out, some noise reduction, but it's holding up. Like, I'd say this is one of the better DVD rips. Yeah, and if I called it Blu-ray, apologies, DVD, but regular def. And aside from, this take on this kind of mid to late 90s ish hipster party, very boring. Here comes Beck to make his game. And of course, she leaves with him in a heartbeat because that's who she is. Now, why should David care about her and not want to be with? I mean, B. Murphy was great until he kind of screwed it up. I blame that on him. And then what a nasty order. This is my bang closet. Oh, more drugs, but I don't do drugs. Ooh, bullshit. She wants it. She's staring at that more than she stared at any of these men. Yep. Well, never mind. Again, what? Oh, nice. Hang the mic in the shot. Boom, mic. You see that? Jack. Only person crazier. No, but in some places, sure. It sucked. So you get an A list here. Oh. Mm. Mm. Yeah, wow. Jack wasn't naked in the hot tub. That's the biggest surprise. Let's get the boom mic in this shot too. It's not what cocaine does to you, but something else happened. Uh-oh. Yeah, that wasn't cocaine. Jesus. Ugh. Damn. Well, this is a dark turn for sure. But I don't think this actress of this movie is going to be able to sustain this kind of. And this is the problem with trusting people and going off and doing drugs with them. You never know. Good to only do drugs with your closest friends and family. Ugh. I'm going to dip it in the sink. And wait, are there people at this party still? We can hear people in the background. In a church. Just, yeah, I can just open the door at 10 p.m. Guess so. It's not. It's all lit up. What are you talking about? Majestic old building like that? So she's going to redeem herself through confession or something. Yeah, again, this movie chose to have this dark element here, and yet I guess the way her character is handling it is how these characters would handle it. But she a Christian girl growing up, and she's coming back to her roots now. Also, you should just, tell your friends what happened, like, immediately. I know that's way easier said than done, but ugh. How do you sneak up on her like that? Jesus, get out of there, girl. Have you not had enough run-ins with fucking freaks? Uh, no. I, in fact, hate New York. Yep. What? Um, so these rich kids, I'll have it sent on your dime or whose dime? So they're best friends, or, she brought him to meet David that one time. They had not met. So, okay, well, whatever. Again, we shouldn't pry too hard against such things, but just coherently, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Then again, based on a realistic story, probably, of stoners in Portland, okay. Jesus, getting bossy and demanding money. How? In what way? Okay. Shot at Saskatchewan. Is this Canadians? Well, yeah, I mean, she has been a bit of a poser, but she's more of a drain than anything. It is catchy, isn't it? It's that state of hungover where you just have the same thing repeating in your brain. Well, we're leaving the probably the best part of this movie now. So our finale here is going to be straight cheese. Uh, uh. Why is he that up close to it all? Not bad production there. Jesus, dude, don't just dump it out on the floor. Those are some nasty fake looking buds though. Yep. Yeah, it's okay. She's not quite welcome. Just come over there. Red. You ask Andy Dick a question and not expect a snarky answer. Yeah, well, uh, maybe the second best scene in the movie. Yeah, good for David. I mean, why not? She's been off banging all these other people too. Why didn't this happen a long time ago? Oh, they just give it to you in the baby bottle. Ew. No, thank you, Portland. No, thank you. How about we get rid of those cigarettes indoors and you give it to me in a stainless steel container? And what's the problem here? You wanted to cuddle? She didn't? I mean, it was a pretty good joke. I vaguely remember this movie because of him on the left. That's honestly kind of bringing me back. Someone must have had this on DVD. Mm-mm-mm. And he's an indie darling, isn't he? But I forget what other films he's in. Okay, yeah. One of the rich teens in Clueless. Maybe that's where. Oh, nope. Never mind. Don't know who he is. Maybe it's this film. Maybe I saw him in this. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, almost millennium retro 80s party. Well done. What? How could she? She's not at a home this entire film. I guess again, she's just so hot that none of the whatever red flags matter for Big Red. It's a magic position to have in life, honestly. Oh, everybody just abandons it. Where'd they choose to have this? I guess an abandoned building. It's that foley of a record scratch you hear in cartoons. Just kill to one below her. Yeah. And the cop's not going to come up there to investigate. Why do you even care, David? Come on, David. Be a David. Don't do this. Well, she got over her sexual assault or rape quickly without telling anyone. What do you want tension for? Yeah, there you go. She had sex with a wild man. Vaguely insulting. What about his art? I've since smoked enough dope and God, her intensity. Again, she's very attractive, but her intensity is scaring me. Oh, see? So is this film written and directed by Tom DeLonge? I told you. I mean, he would be popular by this time. Kind of just starting to blow up, actually. So not as popular as he would be. It would take another 3 years, 4 years, but you could have remixed this with Aliens Exist played over that. Yeah, okay. That was a dumb move not to. Now, when you're running from the cops, it's way worse than if you just avoided them. So there's your supernatural element of this. Again, based on a book by some dude. So, yeah, and that's how it ends. We'll see if there's some. Feels like a kind of film they'd have some stingers here, but Jack Black was good. Dick was good. Sisto was weird. Kennedy did okay. Brittany Murphy did okay. Nice. Ah. Nice. I prefer her style. Mom Burger. That's an interesting name. Mm. Sounds like a guy doing that voice, which, is offensive. I wonder who these cameos are. I wonder if any one of them was Courtney Love. Nice. Mm. All right, they put too much time into this now. New York E Unit. Um, Finally, someone calls him Dave. Um, yeah. I mean, even with this kind of little creative stinger, that's not the funniest movie. Period. It's kind of boring. It's kind of lackluster. It has one very dark moment that just kind of blurs back out. But again, it's how some people deal with that too. So I get it. Um, I mean, if you don't have to buy it, you might watch this just to kind of go back to the 90s a little bit and hang out with Jack Black. His music performance in this was fantastic. Other than that, this is a boring non-rom-com that just doesn't quite bake. Haha, half baked. And I leave you with the little clicky sound on this soundtrack. Good night.